Welcome to the 8th episode of Beta Test, and this is our second episode exploring Red Dead Online. So, just so you know what we're dealing with here, of course the game Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018, near the end of the year. Generally speaking, if it didn't win Game of the Year, God of War did. It depends on, which site you went to. But it sort of reminds me of when the original Red Dead Redemption came out, and if it didn't win Game of the Year, Mass Effect 2 did. So, generally speaking, that should tell you these games are generally really, really good. And of course, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a amazing single-player game. I totally agree with the Game of the Year praise. I think in 2018 it probably was the best game, or God of War. I think it's a coin flip personally. That being said, I've heard many say this may be one of the best games of the entire console generation. PS4, Xbox One, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, whatever. That whole generation, I would say top 5 for sure in that regard. Now, along with God of War and a few others we can talk about another time. So, that single player game is absolutely amazing. This Red Dead Online came with it, and it is considered a beta. It still says beta on there. That being said, it has been pretty controversial. People feel like it's just a way to milk money with microtransactions, and there's really not a whole lot of depth here and all that stuff. Last I checked, the word online generally means there's no depth here. So, it's amazing how it's kind of like the internet in the first place. There's just not a lot of depth there. So, it's there for some quick stuff, not for something to, change the world as we know it. So, where I am in the game here. Now, one thing I like about Red Dead Online so far, which I haven't played much. If you saw my previous episode, I went about 20 minutes in. I did skip some stuff here and there. It was actually more like 30 minutes, but I had to cut some stuff out, had some video issues. But I was in jail for a murder I did not commit. That's original. I was busted out of jail and brought to this woman who had arranged her, and she is the widow of the person I supposedly killed. Like I'm going to try to kill these animals here. But either way, it ends up she thinks, she gives me these 4 names and pictures and says these 4 people, one or more of them, were the reason why her husband was killed and I was framed. So I've been given a framework of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find out about these 4 people and to determine if they arranged for her husband's death, and if so, I am supposed to, take righteous vengeance on them, or, let them feel the full weight of the law, which, in case you're curious what that weight is, it'd be roughly the weight of my bullet into them. But that being said, right now I'm doing some of the early tutorial mission type stuff, and I was told there was a group of stagecoach thieves hiding out here in a place called Tall Trees. I'm going to assume this is Tall Trees because, of all the tall trees. And so I'm going to go search here, and if you look in the bottom left corner, there's a mini map. Oops, just went to first person. There's a mini map there, and it had turned kind of yellow as I got here. That usually means I'm in the general vicinity. So I'm going to go find these guys and take care of business. And so, this is still kind of like the tutorial. It feels like I'm learning what I'm doing. I will say, first off, talking about mechanics for this game, Rockstar Games are the same ones that made a lot of great games over the years. Obviously, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2, also Bully, if you haven't played that one, L.A. Noire, another great example, of course, and one that everybody's heard of, Grand Theft Auto. I like that, just talking about the horses and how they control as an example. It'd be easy when you already have a mechanic in another really well-known game to just take that mechanic, say driving a car, and move it over to riding a horse in a game where your horse is basically your car. But they didn't do that. The horse controls are like the original Red Dead. They're a little more complex than that, and I actually like that. I do have a complaint. It's a very minor one, considering that pretty much everything about this single-player game is perfection. The shooting, and that's honestly completely because Rockstar Games have never been known for good shooting mechanics, and this is definitely true. It is at best functional, but everything else is, to be completely honest, right on the edge of perfection, so much that it outweighs it. Most reviews gave this perfect 10, a perfect 10, and even with that quibble, I would agree, because they excel at so many other things that they do far better than anyone would have thought possible, that it balances out. So we're going to be getting into a fight here in a second as soon as I find these guys. Okay, first off, I'm running around using my pistol. I think I'd rather use my long rifle on these guys. That way, if I can pick up some of them off at a greater range, I'll do that. But let's see. I've got to be getting close. Oh, wait. Just to the left of the tree there. That looks like a tent. That's probably them. Let's go around the other side of the tree. Okay, there's a campfire. I can see a couple guys right next to the campfire. So I'm going to see if I can aim at one and headshot one from here and get this party started. Prepare to meet the long arm of justice. Or some other cliche, I don't know. They're not really doing much, are they? Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Oh! I don't think I quite got his head, but... Oh, that was a terrible shot. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay, he grapples me and I throw him back. Here, take that. And that. There's your hat. And that. Now your head's going to get cold. Mostly because you're dead. And because your hat fell off because I shot it off. Oh, got him too? Oh, here comes another one. There went another one. Is that it? I think that's it. Let's search the body here. Grab some stuff. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm not alone. There's another guy out here. Where is he? Your brothers are going to chew me. Oh, there you are. Thanks for peeking out from behind the tree. Okay, and here's where I messed up. Every time he was peeking out until right about now, every time he was peeking out, I was reloading or cocking my rifle, and then every time I was shooting, he was back behind the tree. So I waited there at the last one so I could get that shot on him and finish him off. Okay, here's another one alive, but my gun's put up. I don't want to die. Looks like I have an option here. Let's go search this guy over here before I talk to him. So it looks like this is a choice. I can shoot him, or I can hear what he has to say. Okay, oops. Alright, I must have searched this guy already because I've picked him up, so you stay there. Alright, let's try this again. Let's search this guy. Picked up what was left of his gun. There's some of the supplies popping up on the right side of the screen. Okay, there's some guys by the tent. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to this guy, though. Let's see what he's offering me.
Matt, just be kind. Don't kill me, please.
So he's offering me a map to let him go. This being a old west kind of thing, it's probably a map to some sort of treasure. Alright, he's making a... You better run. Doesn't mean I can't still shoot you, though, I guess. Okay, and we have a morality meter. It looks like it went to the right, which towards the white side. Am I becoming a white hat kind of thing? Let's check this guy for stuff. I love the manual looting. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to look at this map here in a second. Looks like I've already... Did I just pick up all of this guy's stuff already? Let's see. Can I search him? Come on. Let me search. Oh, picked him up. Let me put him down. Right on a rock. That'll teach you. As if death weren't enough punishment for being all up in my business. Okay, I think I need to check out this map now. It better lead me to something good. You know, like money or gold or a commemorative Star Trek plate collection. Let's take a look. Let's jump ahead. Alright, I'll pull this map out. Had to edit that together. My apologies. Here we go. Okay, so looks like the treasure is buried or hidden right at that crook in a river. Right at that bend. So I guess what do I do? Like hit a button to set a waypoint? Yep, there it is. And you see that red trail there to lead me there. So let's go find this treasure. That may be one of the last things we do for Red Dead Redemption Online for beta test before I move on to another game. Normally, I've been doing 3 episodes for each game. The first 3 episodes were the private beta of The Division 2, which I enjoyed quite a bit. It was a nice step up from The Division 1. Even though I'm not a huge looter shooter fan, I think that was a nice evolution of the formula a little bit. Then I did 3 episodes of Black Desert, and that's more of a traditional MMO. I will be honest, I was not a huge fan, but then again, part of that is because I'm not a big fan of MMOs anyway. And where is my horse? Gotta find my horse here. But either way, now I've done 2 episodes of Red Dead Online, and this will probably be it for Red Dead Online. I don't feel like there's there he is. I whistled for him, and here he comes. I need to name my horse something. Something cool, like Thunder or Swift Wind or Horseface. Okay, that's probably not the most original name for a horse. So let's see if we can find this treasure. And I wonder if there'll be anybody guarding that treasure. So I have to say, the thing that's really surprising me here is normally with an online situation like this, where they just kind of drop you in an open world and you go about your business, it's more like a, Sea of Thieves or something like that, where you just go run around doing whatever you want to do and it doesn't really matter too much. Here it feels like they give me at least some skeletal framework. Okay, this looks like a river. Okay. See a red area over there on the right. See the yellow blotch on my mini-map on the bottom left? That must be where the treasure is. Let's see if whoa, slow down. Stop. Dang it, went too far. Alright, the treasure's down here somewhere. Let's get off of my horse. Can't really see because of the trees. Gotta love camera angles. Okay, there's probably a chest or a box or something, or a place to dig, or... What is that? Oh, there it is. Oh, oops. Alright, the movement is very reminiscent of the original Red Dead 2. It isn't super responsive, because just like a real person, you have to build up a little bit of speed. Thank you for the treasure. You have to build up a little bit of speed, where here... it kind of shows you, like, start to take off, and then you're moving, and that's a nice piece of realism. But then again... This game is already very well known for its realism. Now, I think my next mission was to find that guy, Clay Davis. And I'm going to go out on a limb, he isn't the dude I graduated high school with. I'm going to assume he's a completely different Clay Davis. Although it does make me wonder if that guy went on to work for Rockstar Games. Let's see, looking at my map, let's see where it wants me to go. There's the town of Blackwater. Do I want to go there? Is that where I got this mission in the first place? Do I go back to this guy to, like, claim a reward or something? Let's see, or do I have any... Okay. Let's see. It's right across the river here. It's nice and shallow. Let's switch back to my handy-dandy long rifle in case I need it. The weapon wheel is pretty reminiscent of the original Red Dead Redemption. Now, there was actually, strangely enough, Red Dead Redemption, in a way, was a sequel of its own. It was at least a spiritual successor to Red Dead Revolver. Oops, I think I just left the play area. That was not my intention. So I am apparently on some sort of mission. Okay, what do am I dead or something? What happens? Okay, so in that regard, it's not really an open world if you're in a mission and have to stay in a given area. I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe it's trying to keep me close to my target so I don't just wander off aimlessly and forget what I'm doing, and I can understand the logic there. So it reverted back to a last save point, which, lucky for me, is at the exact moment I opened that chest of goodies. So I'll take that. Back in the menu here, let's see if it'll, like... Okay, story allows me to go back to story mode, which is the single player. And warning, you're about to leave what you're doing. I did not want to do that, sorry. See, let me see what else I can do here. Progress, maybe? Oh, that's like percentage completed stuff. That's not helping me too much either. Let's just get back on the horse. Let's look at the map first. Okay, I have my waypoint set to Blackwater. Turn that off. He originally wanted me to find Clay Davis. I probably still need to do that. I think the bottom left there in the map, if I keep going, I think that's the map area of the original Red Dead, but I could be wrong. I keep thinking Blackwater was in the original Red Dead, but, you know, memory fails me. It's been almost a decade since I played that game. Alright. Okay, so we had some sort of other video glitch here. I'm not sure if this is a Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Online problem, or if it's a problem on my end. I can't tell, but it kind of sent me back here. I don't really know how this went down, so let me just find my horse and see what we can do here. So I need to still go find Clay Davis. But first off, ability loadout. I like that it looks like playing cards. That's very nice as far as like a Western theme. So for those of you who are, you know, wouldn't know, that was playing cards were kind of like video games in the 1700s or 1800, you know, that's about all you had. So let's see. We've got a moment to recuperate. Let's see. When Deadeye is at, let's see, focus fire. Paint it black. Nice Rolling Stones reference. Okay, that feels like the original Deadeye in Red Dead Redemption 1, like, where you kind of slow down time, you get to pick your targets. I'm doing that one, because I know how that one works. And I'm familiar enough with that one. I personally think that's the best choice for me. So, right now, overall, I'd have to say I have really enjoyed playing this beta. My only complaint, honestly, has to do with the video, and I honestly can't tell you for sure if that's a Red Dead Online problem or if that's a me problem. I can't tell. I haven't had this issue come up with any other game in any other videos, including my old Watch Me Die series or my Bioshock walkthrough that I've been doing on my capture card, which explains the difference in video quality, because my PC is, you know, I think it's got roughly the computing power of a rotting dead squirrel in the street. I mean, it's roughly there as far as electrical output. But I'm going to try to find Clay Davis, and this time I mean it. But first, let's wash my horse's feet by running through a river. Now let's see if we can figure this thing out. So I'm thinking, based on what's going on here, especially with the video issues and stuff, I'm probably going to stop with these 2 episodes for this one. Until I can do a little research, figure out what's going on, if this is on me or on them or what. But as far as playing the game, it's fun. And, of course, if you spent $60 on Red Dead Redemption 2, you already know you got your money's worth, even if this didn't exist. You got more than your money's worth. It is an amazing, amazing game. One of the best ever made. And it looks like Clay Davis is right over here. So I think we're going to be wrapping this episode up. So despite the errors I had, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Beta Test and our exploration of Red Dead Online. I'll see what I'm going to do next episode. I didn't get to do Trials Rising's beta because the beta ran out before I had a chance. I still haven't done Realms Royale. Maybe I'll knock that one out. That one would be pretty fun. So let me see what's available. If anybody has any suggestions, feel free to write in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Peace out.